Sayyidina, how did you receive the call of living a monastic life?
At the end of my junior high, which we call it here in Egypt, preparatory school, I was given as a gift as a book of the story of the Copts, which is written by Iris Habib al-Masri. And I read the story of San Athanasius and was so impressed because at that time, the hero for me is an intellectual person. Like in this age, you have kind of hero. So for me, that is because of my love of reading. So a hero for me. So I find the San Athanasius as this great mind, as a hero. But I was impressed that this great mind was proud to pour water in the hands of San Anthony, which gave me an idea about the importance of the monastic life. But of course, there was no monastery, just to draw attention. But it's grow during the high school, especially when I started to visit monasteries. When I went to Asyut, I went to Mahara. And then when Amba Hedra, of blessed memory, became the Bishop of Aswan in 1975. So it was the first time for me to speak with a monk. So, and to know more about the monastic life. And he guided me to know Amba Serapion, blessed memory. And from I used to go during the Holy Week to spend in a monastery. And I was planning to go to the monastery after I finished my medical school. But it happened that we finished the written, and we have the pediatrics, and we finished the written and then have the oral exam. But my father passed away suddenly.
Okay.
In between.
And your father were a doctor, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He was a medical doctor, was working, and until the last day of his life, which make a big change in our family. Because, firstly, I have to decide what to do. Because it was a Wednesday morning when we have a phone call from Aswan telling me my father passed away suddenly. So my turn to go to, as you know, the oral exam, we don't go all at the same time, by sections. So I was supposed to go to on Thursday. But they will bring the body from Aswan because the family, our original place to be buried with the family of my father is in Marara, in Sohag. So I have to decide what to do. Either I go to do exam now, or I postpone it to Friday. So I decided to go.
Wow.
So I went to the university. And then it was very quiet, and I told them what happened, and they accepted to examine me, and which taught me how to control my emotion when it comes to a difficult situation. And from this time, I learned it. I had no time to even cry for my father's death, because and after working so hard, I was a good student, getting very good. So I would lose one subject. It taught me, and there is a situation, there is no time for emotion. You have to control your emotion. So I stayed for 3 years until the situation of the family, because I have to move from Aswan to Asyut, and my second, we are 7, and number 3, until my younger brother graduated from the university, and the situation get better, and so I went. But it was, for me, a good experience, because I worked. I know how to be poor, because after the death of my father, there's no income, and it takes time until you get all the inheritance and all these things. And I learned how to live within a limited resources. And in front of people, you are a doctor. طبعا أنا doctor gonna be doing a 20 Egyptian pounds. And we have apartment, we have his office, clinic, I have a car, and all this expense. But this has helped me to live, because we never experienced this in my life. What helped me after that, when I became a bishop of Ecumenical and Social Services, to understand, whatever you hear about poverty, but you don't know what is the meaning of to be poor. That is when you are poor. When you save money, sometimes to save money, I walk to the hospital, then I go by car, even for simple things. It was a good experience during this time, which helped me later on in my life, in how to face difficult situations, how I take a decision without to be emotional, how to understand the suffering of the poor people. God planned things.